A great way to learn the samba groove is from the perspective of the dance, and there are many different ways that people dance samba. My first dance teacher, Cristina da Silva from Rio de Janeiro, danced her steps in triplets, and little did I know, but this triplet dance feel combined with the 16th note subdivisions of other instruments like the shaker or ganza would prove to be the perfect example of this rhythmic union that happens in samba. Now let's listen to the feeling of the triplet dance with the 16th notes of the shaker or ganza combined with the bass drum or surdo, marking 1 and 2. Now I'd like to introduce a percussion instrument that in my opinion is the hub of the samba wheel, unifying these two worlds of triplets and 16th notes in a way that will help you internalize the movement and rhythmic expansion and contraction that happens in samba. I want to talk about the tamborim as being the secret, the key to internalizing the samba rhythm. And the way that the tamborim is played, particularly in the Rio-style samba schools with a turning motion called Virado, forces you to internalize the groove in a way that really no other instrument does. The groove that's played on this instrument is part of the language of samba that Brazilians grow up listening to on the radio all the time. But for someone outside of that culture, this instrument enables you to internalize that groove. And so it's a really great thing to learn to play Virado. And this is what it sounds like. 1, 2, 1, 2. Next, I'll play an example of Virado, starting slow and speeding up, slowing down, speeding up, slowing down. Listen how the sound of the swing changes as I play faster, and the middle two notes become compressed and are phrased closer together with the turn. Once you internalize that feeling, that swing, you can phrase that way with the compressed notes intentionally at any tempo. 1, 2, 1, 2. Now the notes are starting to squeeze. Now they're evening back out as we get slower. Right here, this is an example of squeezing them intentionally. Now even. Getting faster and squeezing them again with the turn. Evening back out. There's the squeeze as it gets faster. Now evening back out. Here are some ways to practice Virado. 1, 2, here we go. Now we're hearing the fork. The fork with the left hand's middle finger tapping the offbeat. The fork with the turn or the upstroke on the offbeat. 1, 2, 1, 2. Now let's practice Virado starting with a triplet. Now the triplet with the left hand's middle finger tapping the offbeat. Now with the turn, listen for the triplet squeeze and the way the middle two notes are phrased closer together. Now let's listen and compare the rhythmic expansion and contraction created by the 16th note evenness of the fork against the offbeat and the tension created by the triplet squeeze against the offbeat. 1, 2, 1, 2. So the more you play this and get comfortable playing at faster tempos, the more you realize the control you have as a drummer or percussionist in a jazz ensemble, particularly to shift intentionally between the 16th note evenness or the triplet squeeze. And another great way to learn that feeling, particularly if you haven't mastered the tamborim, is to play just with your hands on your knees, 3 against 2. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Together, right, left, right. Together, right, left, right. Together, right, left, right. Together, right, left, right. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So that triplet against the offbeat is in there. Now we're going to play that, and we're going to leave out the first note of the left hand. So instead of playing 1 and 2 and in my left hand, 1 and 2 and together, right, left, right, together, right, left, right, I'm going to play 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. So that's another great way to practice. Together, right, left, right, together, right, left, right, together, right, left, right, together, right, left, right. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Now let's listen to the tamborim and how the Virado turn unifies the worlds of the triplet and the 16th note subdivisions. samba, pra samba, vai samba, pra samba, pra samba, vai samba, pra samba, pra samba, vai samba, pra samba, pra samba, vai samba. A batucada é uma coisa bonita, a batucada é uma coisa bonita, a batucada é uma coisa bonita.